Hey, join me today. We're making these little loaded heart pockets. Cool, huh? Hi, you guys. So today I thought we would make this loaded heart pocket. I saw something like this on Paper Terrace channel, and I thought that it would be kind of cool to make one. I believe she used digitals, but I just thought I would use scraps that I have laying around to make it, because I just wanted to make like one, and I wanted to put it in a pocket in my journal. This is my Hobonichi. And what I did was I just made a little pocket like this, and I took one of these just polka dot paper bags, and I just used some scissors that have a scalloped edge on them to cut, and then I taped this on, and then I just kind of wanted to put just one like little loaded heart pocket in here for Valentine's Day, or just for February, for one of my February page spreads or whatever. And then inside of the pocket, I just put like a little tag. Now this is something I'll show you how I did it, but it's just a little tag. You can take the ribbon off and open the tag up and write on it and then close it. So it could be a secret journaling spot. And then this is another area where I thought, oh, you could just journal a little on the inside of there and then stick it in the pocket as well. You can put whatever you want in the pocket, really. And then this is another thing that I saw on another channel that I've been like interested in making, and it's called a twisted tangle is what the lady calls it, and it's on Twisted Paper Studio. And I just made one of these and punched a hole and stuck it on the side of the loaded heart pocket because I thought it was cool. And what I thought is when it's in my journal, I could just have it hanging off the side so that when I close my journal, it's just like little dangles that kind of hang off the side. And I like it, right? It's cute. So let me go back to this page. So I thought today we would try to make this, I would just show you how I made it, and then you can join along. We could make it together. So let's get started. So the first thing that I did was I cut out a little heart. And then for the heart that I used, let me get my example. I'll just get my example out here. But for the heart that I used this red paper that I had left over. So that came from this book. And this is just like a Christmas book that I got. I think it was at Michael's maybe. It was after the holidays, and I got it on sale, and it had a red sweater, and it looks like little hearts on the paper. So I decided to use that from there. On the next sample that we're going to make, I just thought we could maybe use this red plaid because I thought this is kind of cool. And this one came from this holiday book. And this was from Michael's, I believe, as well. This was on sale. It definitely wasn't anything like that. It was more like, I don't remember, but really like 70% off or something. So anyway, so I decided I would use this to do the tutorial today. Let's make the heart. And so I thought I just actually took the paper and I freehanded a heart. So I just like cut it with scissors freehand. But I realized that some people don't like to do that kind of thing. And maybe that's just not what they want to do. I thought that I could give you another way that you could do it. I had to take off my coat. It was getting too warm. So I thought you could take a white piece of paper, and this is just copy paper, and fold it in half. And then I was thinking, what could you use for the top of the heart? Now I was thinking you could use like a can lid, like for canning. So you could do this. You could draw just like this, like that. Then you could take like a ruler and do something like that, right? And that could be your heart. So you just cut along the line, maybe do that a little bit round. You'll take more time and do it round and not with a little edge right there. But you could do that if you wanted to make a heart as well. And so I'll go ahead and cut that out. Let's see what that looks like. And then this could just be like your little template. You could use something like this if you didn't want to just freehand cut one. And you could take time and maybe if you wanted to, cut it a little bit more like that. That's a nice shape. That's a pretty good shape for just, you know, just using a jar lid and not freehanding it. If you wanted to just make a template. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out a heart out of this, and I'm just going to see how it goes, right? Just go for it. Because I even thought it would be cool to make one side of the heart bigger. So it looks kind of wonky a little. I think that looks cool. Okay, like that. That's super cool. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go with that, but you do whatever you'd like to do. So if you'd like to do something more like this, or something with the can lid, whatever you like to do. So the next thing that I did was I then wanted to make the pocket piece, this piece on the front. And what I went ahead and did was I took just a scrap of paper, and I decided I wanted my pocket like however big I wanted it. I'm going to go ahead and draw it on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead do that, and then I'll just trace around it just like that. Okay, and so that's going to be the front of my heart so that I can make a pocket. Oh, that looks cool, cute. Now, if you want, you know what I noticed is it's not super straight with that with that line. I'm going to trim it just slightly so it looks a little bit better. Okay, cool. I like that. All right, so then the next thing is I'm just going to take my glue and just make a thin line of glue. On the sides. Put my pocket together. There we go. Just like that. And then I thought what I did on the original sample was I put this little love thing that I had, and it was just like a scrap of paper that had love written on it. And I thought if you wanted to do that and you don't have that scrap of paper, you can just take a little piece of paper that you have left over and write the word love on it, which is what I did with this one of these brush pens. So I just wrote love on it, and then I ripped around it, and I thought you could do that. That could be an option. And I also thought when I was like setting up today, I was like, oh, you could take a doily. I took this doily and I chopped it with my trimmer. You know, it was just a full paper doily. And I thought you could do that and put that on there if you want. Or you could take some lace and you could put this on here. And I kind of like that. I think that we should do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this on. I'm going to make a little zigzag with my glue. Just like that. Okay. Now we can trim this if we want later or whatever. But I kind of wanted to do that. I kind of thought it looked cute. Okay. All right, I'm going to then, what I did was I had this other like paper bag scrap, and so this is just a bag that I have for, you know, journaling or creating pockets and journals and things. And I thought I would take this and I would take a paper punch, take this paper punch that I have with the flower around it, and I punched out some of these to decorate my hearts with. So I went ahead and did that. So I think maybe I'll stick one of these on there. Maybe I'll stick it like that, like underneath the lace. I kind of like it right there. I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna just glue half of it because I'm gonna have it hanging off the edge. Just like that. Okay, cute. I like that. Okay, and then the next thing, if I want to do my love thing, I can. I don't know that I'm going to do this on this particular one. I think we might find something else to decorate it with. But I like that so far. You know what? I like this little purple ticket. I might just stick the ticket on here too. Oh, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. You know what I'm gonna do, I think, is pop that out. And then I think I'm gonna put some little bit of ribbon in the ticket. Oops, maybe a little bit of this. Just put it through the ticket. That's cute. I like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. So now I will just glue this on, and I kind of want this hanging off the edge too. Just gonna stick that on there, just like that. Okay, cool. Let's put a little bit more glue under this. Okay, cool. All right, and so the next thing that I want to do is I want to make that little, I'm going to make this little twisted tangle thing. And I'm gonna set our heart to the side over here. And then I'm going to get some scraps. And so these are just little scraps that I had left over from other projects. Just looking for my glue book. Here's my glue book. Stick this inside of here. The original video that I saw that from Twisted Paper Studio, she made the twisted tangles. She was gluing, if they had two sides, if they were double-sided, she didn't decorate the back. But if they were white on the back, then she was gluing another piece of paper or another scrap to the back. So I will continue with that method. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and just put some glue on it. And then that I'm going to stick on the back of it. Maybe this on the back of this. And I'll just do like a little quick version. So this one has something on the back. I'm going to leave it alone. This, let me go ahead and put some glue on this. I'm going to stick this on the back. And then that on the back. And then, oh, here's a scrap of the red from the red heart that I did earlier. That, I think I'll stick this on the back. And then some of this. Just like that. And what she was doing was she was trimming them up at the end. So let's see, let me make one or two more. Oh, here's one that had that glove on it. And I'm just doing, you can take your time and do this a lot neater. I'm just doing a little quick job of this. I'll glue that on there. And I'm kind of gluing it kind of willy-nilly because we'll trim it up and make it look pretty afterwards. Or kind of pretty. You know what I mean. Let's see right here. Just going to put a little bit right there. Okay, just do, use this one. Just like that. Okay, so now we have a couple of different little options to pick from. Okay, and then what she did was she just trimmed them up and made them just like little rectangles. She made them little rectangles. I think on this one I might just use my, okay, I'll do that on the end. This one I might just not do it in a rectangle. Might just do it like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, and then we'll just snip off the ends of this. And of course you can take your time and make these really cool looking, or I like that one. That one's kind of cute. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one with the scissors. And okay, that one's cute. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, and then so now what you could do is, if you'd like, you can ink around these if you want to do that. If you wanted to make them, you could use your distress oxide like this, go around them, make them a little aged looking if you want. I kind of like them the way they are. I think maybe I'll do it with this one that's really super bright white. See if there's any other ones. Yeah, this one has, to make it look a little more aged, and maybe I'll just do the edge of my heart a little. Now you can do this or you don't have to. It's up to you, whatever. And you can barely, you know, I'm just doing it really lightly so you can't really see it too much. I like it like that. Okay, so now what we'll do, let me get these little scraps out of the way, is we'll go ahead and put together our little twisted tangle thingy. And we'll just put a few of these on top of each other like that. Kind of want to put the love one. I'm going to leave that one on the top maybe. I'm just going to use, these, I think. And I'm just using my crocodile to punch the hole. Is punch it on this side. A little closer to the edge. It's right there. Okay, cool. And then I will get out I'll save those two for later. I will get out one of these little light bulb pins. Just get out one of those. Wanted to put some of these little bells. I wanted to put one or two of them on my little twisted tangle. I thought it would look kind of cool, so I'm going to do that as well. Maybe I'll just put one on there. Okay, cool. All right, and then I'm going to punch a hole in the side of this with the crocodile. I'm going to go ahead I'm going to do it right here in the middle of the lace. Right there. There we go. And then I will put our twisted tangle on there. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead and trim this little piece of lace off a little. It's getting a little... It's getting a little hairy. Okay, there we go. Cool. There. Like that. And then I think I'll trim this one just a little bit. Okay, perfect. I like that. Okay, and then let's go ahead and fill our heart. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I made this little tag and this other little tag to fill the heart. So what I did was I had a piece of paper, this paper, and this paper came from this Sparkling Heirloom book that I think that I got it at Joann's, not sure. So I have this little punch, and now you could just use any tag that you have. Let's see. And it's a 2-inch punch. I'm going to trim it back just a little bit more. So you have to have like your paper cut to 2 inches to fit inside of it, but it makes like a little tag. There we go. So you just slide it in there, and then it makes like a little punch to make the top of the tag. And then you just pull it back out. And I don't know where I bought that punch. I've had it for a long time, but I just use that. You can use any tag, of course. Or, you know, you could just make a tag, right? So this is what I did. I did that, and then I glued on top of it one of these little flowers. And I'm just using my glue stick, the glue, Gloo. That's the kind of glue sticks that I have on hand right now. So I just did this, and then I just stuck another little scrap of paper. That's kind of cute. I think I'm just going to stick like this on there. That's cute. Okay. So you can decorate it however you like. And then what I did was I have this seam binding that I got off of Etsy from Scrap Cabin. And I just put in an order not too long ago, and she sent a bunch of different colors, and it's really cute. So I kind of love how it's all crinkly and everything. What I did was I just pulled off a little bit, snipped it, and you can totally, I was just looking on YouTube the other day, but you can totally buy seam binding and then dye it yourself with like your distress inks. I just put this through here, and it looks like super easy and fun to make. So you could do that yourself too. So I just did that, and then when you want to journal inside, you could just pop this off and open it up right inside, and then it'll be like a secret journaling spot. So there we go. We can put that in there. And the other thing that I had was just a piece of paper like this that I folded in half like this for a journaling spot. So what I did for that one was I just had some extra paper, and I did this. Just like that. And then I had a Tim Holtz like ephemera pack, and then I put a little butterfly on, or this could be a moth, I don't know. Maybe it's a moth. And then maybe one of these. That's kind of cute. Okay, and then I took I had some Valentine's Day washi, and just put like a little strip of it in here. And this is just what I did, but you can decorate it anyhow you like. Any way that you like to decorate it. I just put a piece of washi in there, just like that. I'm going to trim this top, it's a little bit long. Okay. And then I put inside of mine, here it is. I just put a little sticker right there. But whatever, you can put whatever you like. I think I have Like a little sticker I could put right there. Maybe this little flower. Just like that. That's cute. Okay, and then I put that in the heart as well. So you had like 2 little journaling spots inside of your heart with the little twisted tangle hanging off. And I thought it was just so cute to put in my journal. So hopefully you make one with me. Thanks. Bye guys. See you next time.